Welcome back to Young at Heart, folks. I'm Al Jones, of course, and of course I'm here with Andy Barnum, who is, I would consider as being the director of the Pahrump Community Choir.
Right.
Is that right?
That's right.
I know some people know about the choir, but you might tell me what was your inspiration of starting the choir?
Well, actually, I think it must have been the inspiration of the Pahrump Arts Council. And one of the board members, I think, got it stirred up. And my wife at the time was working at the library, and she knew my wife was a music person. So she asked my wife, "Do you know any choir directors in town?" And my wife said, "Yeah, my husband."
Very good.
And that's basically how it got started. So they approached me, and
that was
we
it.
got going.
How do you find the people to join the choir?
Oh, by being on TV.
That they like that, right? And how many people are in the choir? About?
I think we'll have 19 performing.
Wow.
This Christmas concert that's coming up.
Each year, do you play different music, or
Oh, yes.
you're inspired by playing different music?
Oh yes. We've been repeating some of the oldest. See, we've been now in existence. We're finishing up our 8th year, with starting our 9th year in January, and of course everybody's affected by the economy. So we've been doing a lot of things that we've done earlier, but you know, not very recently. So.
Is Pahrump the only area that you choir perform, or do you go to different areas?
This basically the Pahrump's where we perform. We've people have wondered about us going over to Shoshone or somewhere, you know, Death Valley Junction or somewhere, but insurance won't let us do it.
Yeah, transportation also, in a sense.
That's it.
Yeah. I guess the other question I would like to ask is, how do you pick the music?
Well, for a number of years, I've been going to what we call choral reading sessions, where publishers or jobbers will come and have a big stack of music, and the one I've been going to is in Vegas, and mostly it's been school teachers that's going, but I've found enough music to supply us, and then I went to a number of choral directors conferences and found some good music there too.
So I imagine that your background is very extensive, you know, in music.
Well, actually, I've had quite a bit of experience in music. Yes, I have. My first degree was in music education, and my second was actually in elementary music education with a specialty in performing percussion.
So you play instrument, I assume.
And initially that's what I was an instrumentalist,
Wow.
a percussionist, and my choral experience initially was with singing under very good choral directors.
Wow.
And I've also had the opportunity to sing in quartets with very good choral directors and very good choral people. And then I had the opportunity to be a church choir director for about 10 years. And then when we came to Pahrump, and we were here a couple of years and got approached to start the choir, then I took some real bona fide choral directors classes.
That is so interesting, because in college, I played, I didn't have that much background music except for learning on my own. You know, like I learned to play the piano. I got the books, John Thompson books 1 to 5, and learned like that. So anyway, in college, I played Moonlight Sonata. I read the music, and then I received credit 3-hour credit for playing Moonlight Sonata. I say, wow.
First movement, probably.
Yes, sir.
Not the second movement.
No. That's probably a little more complicated because the first movement has four sharps. 4 sharps there.
Yes,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, 4 sharps. So, I said, oh. But it's always interesting to meet, those who have a background, in music, and I always like to find out, okay, how did you do this? How did you start? How did you learn? Because it gives me, inspiration, really. Now, the group that you have, I've imagined they audition?
Actually, no. It's a non-auditioned community choir. We've been fortunate, and a lot of people who sing with us have not sung for 10 or 20, 25 years.
Wow.
And some of them have always been singing, and some of them have never sung in a choir.
No, never before.
Yeah.
Oh. What are some of the locations that you will be performing?
Well, our Christmas concert will be at the Nugget in the conference room there, December 8th at 7 o'clock. It's always at 7 o'clock. It's a traditional thing. We've been doing that since we started having a Christmas show.
And that starts, like you said, December the 8th?
December the 8th.
Ah, that's very good. Now, I would imagine you have a pianist for background?
We do have an accompanist, very good accompanist.
One of my favorite songs, and I wonder if you're going to do it, if you do this song, if you perform this song, I know I'll be there every time you perform it. And that's Oh Holy Night. I am so crazy about that song.
We've never done that.
You never done that one? Hey, that'd be something to do.
Sing it to you.
Yeah. I just love that song. Yeah.
I don't remember doing that. We may have had a duet do it once, but I think maybe we did that. But.
Yeah, I love that song. In fact, it's in D flat. D flat. So it's just a little complicated to play. And I said this year I'm going to try to learn that.
Wow.
I mean, I can read, say, the right hand, but trying to put the left hand there together, and at this juncture in my existence, in my maturity, it's not as easy, to put those together. Is there anything that one could do to practice to make that better, or to bring it out better? Any special thing?
Well, number one, you could find a teacher.
That makes sense.
A teacher that's experienced, in music. And there are online courses. I must tell you that this year we're going to charge, and we have for the last couple of years, $3.50.
Wow, that's not bad. No.
Before that, concerts were free, but the Pahrump Arts Council is just having trouble like everybody else financially, and so that kind of supplements for advertising. And
Well, that's a reasonable,
very reasonable
amount. I mean, I would pay I'd even pay $5 or more just to hear the Christmas music, because I know you guys are good.
I have to tell you one other thing now, if I have time.
Sure.
An article was written on this about a couple of years ago, and I don't remember who it was now, but she said the Pahrump Community Choir is probably the best kept secret in Pahrump.
Wow. So a lot of people don't know about this.
Right.
Oh,
and
goodness sakes.
And we're good.
Yeah. Well, listen, tell us once more what time we have left, where it's going to be, the dates, and...
We have 2 concerts a year. One's in the spring, and then we have one at Christmas time. And the one at Christmas time we've been holding at the Nugget now for about 4 years. Starts at 7 o'clock, December the 8th. Folks,
you must support the Pahrump Community Choir.
We've had everywhere from 150 people to 400 people.
400 people, wow. Well, I'm hoping that everyone, we'll probably announce this again, another time to let people know that, Pahrump Nugget, of course, they know where it's located, Highway 372, Highway 160, and like I said, December the 8th, and it's only $3.50.
Right.
And this is the Pahrump.
What time will it be?
7 p.m. 7 p.m. And I want to thank you, Andy, for showing up here with that. Folks,
My pleasure. Glad we could come.
we'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.